Amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. Though governance is supposed to be service to the people, and we are not supposed to in any way, thank these people or show some form of appreciation when they do something, because that's what they were actually voted in there for. But unfortunately, we find, ourselves coming to say, okay, thank you for actually doing this, thank you for doing that. And that's because we've had, a series of failed leaders in the nation, both the federal and at the state level. So whenever something little is done like this, you find the people tend to appreciate it. And I think even the so-called bad leaders have come to understand this, hence, their continuous display of that kind of attitude. Now, Dave Umahi and the Tinubu's administration, I'm just wondering, okay, the road so far, they say they have awarded contracts to, how far with the roads, because so far so good. We've seen, or I am seeing Alex OTTI picking up something that the federal government is supposed to do. And I must say kudos to Alex OTTI for that, because it be like say for Nigeria here, if you're actually waiting for the government, the state government is waiting for the federal government to do some of these things, they might end up not doing it, and lives will continue to go down the drain because of the negligence and the nonchalant attitude of the government at the federal level. So I'm just wondering, okay, they say they have awarded road, and one of the road, I just did a video on it recently, that the whole thing was cancelled, and rumor has it that it is because of the statement made by Alex OTTI, even though the devil Mahi came to debunk the whole talk. Now, one of the bad roads that we also have, in fact, all our road, they're bad. So make I just include as one of the bad roads that we have in Nigeria. That's the Umuahia Ikotek Bene Road. If you know that road, if you know Abia State very well, and you're from Akwa Ibom State, you will attest to the fact that that road is bad. Even the one from Aba to Akwa Ibom is also very bad. In fact, the first time I applied that road, I was like, I hope we won't sink, like the car will not enter the ground. That's how terrible that road is. Now, Alex OTTI, yesterday it was celebration in Ekwano local government, because that's where that road passes through. Celebration there because Alex OTTI actually was able to pick up the road from the federal government. The federal government approved of the road, and she does even the catch on behalf of the federal government. But then what do we do? So Alex OTTI pick up the road after all the whole brouhaha, because I have read somewhere that he was even frustrated by some Abia State in the Abia State political elite. But last he was able to get the approval of the government to go ahead and construct the road. And yes, so he was there to flag off the construction of that road. And I must say, it's celebration. And that's why I said God bless Alex OTTI for me. We are not supposed to be doing this thing, but when you find people with empathy and sympathy in this time, with all the wicked leaders that we have, we just have to say thank you to them. Somehow, maybe that will just, propel them to want to do more. So God bless Alex OTTI. Now, I'm going to be showing you the beautiful moment. But before I get to do that, let me first of all show you another sad occurrence that happened in the same Abia State yesterday, precisely in Bende local government, because the people actually took to the police station to go and protest. And the other video, because of YouTube policy, I'm just scared. It's just, they were just met with serious gunshot. I just pray somebody else did not get injured, because they took the protest to the police station because a young man was killed, only to be met with another, worse situation. So I'm going to show you that video before we come back.
In the police station now. On the killing of
of our women protesting against the police brutality that happened in Bende yesterday against Mr. Akobondu Okore. In fact, everybody is not happy what happened in Bende yesterday.
So, this unfortunate incident took place yesterday. Why in one local government there was celebration going on, in another local government it was just, pain. My question is, why is it that the men from the Nigerian police force, the police force in general, why is it that, it is where the citizens they are supposed to protect are, that's where you find them display their power? Every day, you see bandits showing their faces, but the police never have the balls. Even where you announce, say, armed robber is here somewhere, before the police will so delay before they come, the crime must have been committed. They don't have strength there, but it is always on citizens. As been alleged, this young person here that made the people to go protest was beaten to death. Reason, we don't know. Still sketchy as at now. But the question is, what would the person have committed for you to have beaten the person to death? Is it also part of the job description of the police that even when they catch thieves, armed robbers, that they should melt out jungle justice by beating the people to death? Is it in their job description? I thought they are supposed to move these people to before a court, arraign them before a court. If found guilty, the court will not pronounce the judgment. So why is it that we find them most of the time dishing out the judgment even before the court? I await to see the next line of action, because I will not be surprised if the police command there come out to tell us a different narrative altogether. What crime would he have committed to warrant, as being alleged, the beat to death? And then when the people decide to go protest for whatsoever reason, because the whole thing is still sketchy, but look at the number of crowd, then what did you do? And if you go and check properly, it might be that this number of crowd came out not just because this young person died, as being alleged, beaten to death, but probably there could have been some series of brutality from the police command in that area. What is wrong with the Nigerian police force men? It's like every day they keep getting worse. When you talk about one particular matter, you will think they are supposed to address it and never again will Nigerians hear of such thing. No, the next day they do one worse than it. I see they ask this question, the method of recruitment. And of course, at the end of the day, why won't the subordinates be like this? When you find rascality being displayed at the top, why won't the subordinates act this way? At the top, people will go and protest. So then one minister will call and say, go and unleash tear gas on these people. And then the head will just go and unleash tear gas, even when it is not what they are supposed to do. Allegiance is to one man, one political party, or some group of political criminals that we have in the nation. That's how terrible it is. We can never stop talking about the police brutality. It never ends. It's as if they are recruiting more criminals on a daily basis, including the repentant Boko Haram, where they put there. All of them jam together, begin to cause nonsense for Nigeria. And tomorrow, when Kemi bad enough, we talk about the Nigerian police, some people will get angry. I'm not getting angry anything, no. I am not getting angry. She did not demarket Nigeria. In fact, the police force have demarketed themselves and still demarketing themselves. So there's no point in me trying to blame her. She's calling a spade a spade. What she experienced, not knowing that the matter has even gone haywire, the whole thing don't escalate. The Nigerian police force, I don't say them they irredeemable. Now, only the citizens now feel correct a lot of madness. Thank you so much. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Now, back to the good side of the whole thing that happened in Abia State yesterday. Alex OTTI also took to his, X handle to dish out the information, which I am going to show you before I show you the beautiful video of the flag of, of the construction of Umuahia Ikotepene Road. In fact, Abia State people just, they enjoy. If it says I did, they envy these people like this. I'm going to show you that, read out, and then of course show you the video before we come back to wrap this up.
The governor said, yesterday we officially commenced the reconstruction of the 25-kilometer Umuahia-Ikotepene Road, a long overdue intervention critical to the economic and social vitality of our region. Although this is a federal highway, we proactively secured the necessary approvals to take it on, driven by our belief that infrastructure serving our people should never be hindered by jurisdictional boundaries. For decades, this road has posed serious challenges to motorists and residents. With this reconstruction now underway, we are turning the page on years of neglect. The project is expected to be completed within 18 months and will feature solar-powered street lighting and other modern amenities. GELD Construction Limited has been contracted to execute the work, and I urge all stakeholders to support their efforts to ensure timely and high quality delivery. Later in the day, we also flagged off the construction of the 13.5 kilometer Ariam Osaka Ring Road in Ikwano local government area. This road is a strategic connector linking agricultural zones and catalyzing local enterprise. It forms part of our broader infrastructure expansion plan, which includes future development across Oboro, Iberi, Oloko Ariam, and surrounding communities. The Ariam Osaka project is particularly close to my heart due to its potential to unlock prosperity for our people, and we are committed to completing it within 12 months. GELD Construction Limited will be handling this project. I sincerely thank President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and the federal government for their support and approvals. I also appreciate the Honorable Minister of Works, Engineer Devu Mahi, and our State Ministry of Works team, led by Engineer Don Otumchere OTTI, for their dedication to the resilient people of Abia, especially in Ikwano. Your steadfast support since 2015 has made this milestone possible. Together we are ending decades of neglect and building a more prosperous Abia. Stay vigilant, reject misinformation, and keep supporting our vision for sustainable progress. This is just the beginning. More transformative projects are on the way. Now, this is a beautiful press statement released by the government of Abia State. So I'm just going to show you the beautiful video of the flag off, before we return to wrap this up.
Thank you so much for being a leader. Thank you so much, the God-sent governor to India. Thank you so much, the pride of India. All right, the national anthem, the national anthem.
That book, part of the book of the law that says the people will always rejoice, when the right leader is in power, is true and will always be true. The word of the Lord never fails. And that's exactly what we are seeing. The happiness, the jubilation. This one will be even say, then pay crowd to come. No. In fact, if you go to Abia State now and you want to mention any other person to want to contest, alongside what is it called, Alex OTTI, they won't even stone you to death. They won't stone you to death. I stumbled on a paper where the younger brother been at the elder brother to Ojus or KALU, which one will be one of them, talking about inclusive governance and intention to run come 2027. And I tell you the truth, if I went to the comment section and I saw how ABIANS, they've started unleashing missile already to this person, because they no one even here say anybody won't contest with Alex OTTI. If it's there possible for Alex OTTI to continue to rule this people till death carry him, they are even prepared to do so. Why? Because this person has really shown them, okay, that everybody cannot be the same. I am here for a change. I am here for a change. For 24 years, we had other political parties in power. What did they do? They didn't do anything. It's not even about the party in question. It's about these individuals. Even though I'm excluding APC, because anybody that is under APC, I'm telling you, they are lunatics. It's as if they took an oath in that court to say, we are not going to perform. You see, this is actually what we need. Alex OTTI could have said, no, it is the federal government project, or I'm not going to do it. But he has seen the danger that it has posed in that area. Do you know how many students have lost their life? Because Michael Owen University is along that is there. So many students have lost their lives in the process. So a lot of things have gone wrong. A journey that is supposed to last you for 2 hours, 1 hour 30 minutes at most, 2 hours 30 minutes, you will be there for God knows how long. People who know that road very well, we attest to what I'm saying. It's so terrible. So, reconstructing the road is a good thing. Alex OTTI could have said no. But he decided to do so, because if they wait for Tinubu, they're not going to do it. And that is why they ask the question. They say they don't award road tire. Okay, what's going on? How come they exclude? See, it's one of the reasons why I wasn't even in support of this coastal highway thing. We have so many roads that are dead trap and still remain dead trap. They leave them. Go to talk about what I don't understand. They left these things to be talking about what I don't know. Calabar Coastal Highway, where they don't borrow how much. That money they borrow, you go use fix most of those roads where they complain about. If not all the roads, what would they complain about? Even the ones they say they are constructing, people who have been plying that road, they have done videos to say, okay, please, what work have been done here? Does this place look like a road that they have even started a new work on, let alone commissioning? But they don't run go commission those roads. So I get to ask the question, what exactly are they doing? What exactly are they doing? Because I cannot start applauding the government that the road is supposed to be how many kilometers. They will go wrong, go do them, when commission and when it did 10 kilometers. And then they'll add it to what they have done. Only for us to be seeing videos of something that looks like they never awarded anything. They never even start at all. So, kudos to Alex OTTI. This thing is not even something in this age and time we are supposed to be celebrating. We are supposed to be done past this phase. But then, we have seen leaders that have taken oath to be wicked. Wickedness actually runs in their bloodstream. So whenever the people see a person willing to do so, they get to jubilate. They get to jubilate. Not be all this hyping thing. When they see the working they happen, and now waiting one more they see. Shame just they catch me on behalf of the federal government. Say something where they supposed to do. A state governor don't pick them. But then at the end of the day, what do? I would also love to see other state governors pick up these things. Pick it up. Because true, if you look and say, I want development for my people, and the federal government they delay. Now to see how they go do it. Why Tinubu no go want award them? If you know award, and shame go be on too now. You know go want award them, you won't begin play politics when they don't help and lift road load. If they come again and say, we are holding contract for this road, they will now know that they are stealing. We will now know. And nobody should come and say, Tinubu is going to get all the glory because if he did not release allocation. If I hear that statement, because that's the next narrative that the APC supporters will be pushing, I will so insult that person. I will so, because even the Alex OTTI is trying, making way the state to generate revenue from the state. Then they generate. They do generate. They do. The Tinubu that is, they are talking about allocation. Now, what he owe people? It is the constitutional right of this governor. So there's nothing like the glory goes to Tinubu. I don't want to hear that, because things like that pisses me off. So kudos. And I'm so happy for the people of Abia State. I'm telling you, that's a state I know and stayed for years. So I'm super happy for these people. That is why if I see Benjamin KALU and Ojizo KALU, the rest, they talk like this, it vex me. Because these people had opportunity, they did nothing. Now somebody is doing it and they are trying to tarnish the image of the person. ABIANS, rise up. Ready for 2027. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the bell icon the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish. Thank you so much, guys, for all the love. Thank you for the immense support. God bless you richly. Do enjoy the rest of the day, and see you guys in my other videos.